Okay, we are going to go over our Session 1 mathematics that you had for homework yesterday. It says Tony's family is ordering a rectangular pizza for dinner. The pizza will have two different toppings. Half of the pizza will be sausage, 2/10 of the pizza will have green peppers, and the rest of the pizza will have pepperoni. How would I solve this? Well, it says half of the pizza will be sausage. So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares. Okay, half of 10 would be 5. So I'm going to color in 5 because those are taken. Those are sausage. Those are sausage topped. Okay, and then it says 2/10 of the pizza will have green peppers. So we already know that each one of those little squares is worth 1/10. So I'm going to color in 2 of those because those are taken with green peppers. And then it says the rest of the pizza will have pepperoni. What fraction of the pizza will have pepperoni? So I have to look how many are not colored in, and it's 3 that are not colored in. Okay, this part here was sausage. 2/10 was pepperoni. What's left is, 2/10 was green peppers. 3/10 is going to be what is left. There are 3 out of 10. Okay, there are 3 out of 10 that are pepperoni. So my answer is 3/10, or 3 out of 10. Okay, now it also said to show your work. Now part of me showing my work was the coloring in. And the other part I could do would be, I know that half is 5/10, okay, 5/10 plus the 2/10 of the green peppers equals 7/10, and then I know that 10/10, which is the whole pizza, minus 7/10 would equal 3/10, okay, so I knew that half is equal to 5/10 plus the 2/10 of green peppers equals 7/10. 10/10, which is the whole thing, minus those that were already covered with those toppings, so minus 7/10 equals 3/10. Number 2. Kayla wants to put wallpaper border around her rectangular room. Her room is 12 feet long and 9 feet wide. The wallpaper border is sold in rolls of 16. How many rolls of the wallpaper will Kayla need to put around her entire room? Well, like I said in class, this is not an area problem. This is a perimeter problem. So my first step would probably be to draw the rectangle. Okay, draw the rectangle of her room. Okay, and it said it's 9 feet wide and 12 feet long. So I know that the long side is 12, the short side is 9. Okay, so that means the other long side is also 12, and the other long side is also 9. Now to find how much border would go around this whole thing, I have to add all those up together. So 12 plus 12 plus 9 plus 9. 12 plus 12 is 24. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 and 24 is 42. So, however, just because I found how many feet there is doesn't mean that I'm done. So I have 42 feet that I need to cover. Each roll is worth 16 feet. Okay, so I have to decide, okay, 16 feet, then 32 feet, and then 48 feet. Okay, 16, 32, 48. All I did was multiplied 16 by 3, or I added it. 16 plus 16 is 32, plus another 16 is 48. Now, that third roll of 48 will cover the 42 feet. So, it should be 3 rolls. 3 rolls. And then the work that I would show would be 16 plus 16 plus 16 equals 48. And then that shows that I knew that 1 roll, 2 roll, 3 rolls is 48, and that would cover the 42 feet of border that we need. Okay, now you were supposed to X off the bottom of that page. Okay, now we're on number 3. Number 3. Okay, we have a beautiful table here. Okay, we have an angle A, angle B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it gives us the measure. Now, we are supposed to complete the chart and say whether that is an acute angle or whether that is an obtuse angle or a right angle. Okay, so B is 110 degrees. Okay, 110 degrees, I have to think about, is that greater than or less than 90 degrees? Okay, and I know that 110 is greater, so it has to be obtuse. Obtuse, right? Big. Okay, 90 degrees. They tried to trick us on that. C, angle C is 90 degrees. Well, it's not less than 90 degrees. It's not greater than 90 degrees. It is 90 degrees. So that means it's a right angle. Okay, 64 degrees for angle D. I know that that is less than 90, so I know that that's an acute angle, right? It's smaller. Angle E, 152 degrees. I know that that is bigger than 90 degrees. So I take that and I say, okay, that has to be obtuse because it's bigger. Okay, 15 degrees for angle F is acute because it's little. Okay, 88 degrees, pretty close to 90, but it's still smaller than 90. So I know that that would be an acute angle. Okay. And then after I do that, I'm not done. It says Miguel adds the measure of the two acute angles to make one obtuse angle. And then you need to show all your work. So, two of the acute angles, they have to equal more than 90 degrees. So, here is my table that I all filled out. Obtuse, right, acute, obtuse, acute, acute. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I have to take two of the small angles, so I'm going to circle. 31 could be one, 64 degrees could be one, 15 degrees or 88 degrees. Those are my options. Okay, now I have to add two of those together to be greater than 90 degrees. So I might take 88 degrees plus 15 degrees, and I'm going to get 103 degrees. Is 103 degrees an obtuse angle? Absolutely. So I take angle G, which was the 88 degrees, plus angle F, which was 15 degrees, and I make an obtuse angle. And then it says, what's the angle of the measure of the obtuse angle made from the two angles? And it is 103 degrees. Okay, so I just show my work. 88, this acute angle, plus this acute angle, say G and F equaled 103 degrees, which I know is an obtuse angle because it's bigger than 90. And then I had to put angle G plus angle F is an obtuse angle. Then I actually have to put the amount of degrees right here. Okay, next page. We are given this diagram. Okay, we are given room A and room B. And Martha is buying carpet for 2 rooms shown in the diagram. Okay, these are the 2 rooms she wants to cover with carpet. When you go to Home Depot, you have to be able to know, hey, this is my square footage, okay? And square footage is the area of that rectangle of the room, okay? And it even gives us a little key right here, which is really nice because then we don't even have to remember. We just know the area of the rectangle is length times width, or length times width, okay? So what is the area? And it says for room A. Well, I see that room A is 6 by 8, 6 long, or 8 long and 6 wide. So all I have to do is do 6 times 8, okay? And then I know that that is 48. So 48 square feet. Simple as pie. Okay? Now, the next question also has to do with that diagram, though. Martha found a piece of carpet that covers an area of 25 square feet. How many more square feet of carpet does Martha need? I'm going to circle that 25 because that's important. Okay? That 25, I already know that for room A, we have 48 square feet that we need to cover. And she has an area of carpet for 25 feet. And we want to know how much more. That more is capitalized. If you look at that, they're trying to clue you in what kind of problem that is. We know that anytime it says how many more or how much more, that it's a subtraction problem. So we have to do the subtraction. Okay, and we do 8 minus 5 is 3, 4 minus 2 is 2. They need 23 more square feet. Okay, and then I showed my work up here. Okay, and then it says what information given in the diagrams, these squares, what's not needed? What did I not even use? Okay, and I would write in QIA the information not needed to answer the question was the measurements of room B, because we didn't even talk about room B. So then I just wrote it out in a sentence. The information not needed to answer the problem, okay, QIA, was the measurements of room B, because we didn't even use it. Okay, now we are going to use it in this next one. It says on the lines below, use words, numbers, or pictures to explain how to find the total area of the carpet for both room A and room B. Be sure to include length, the vocabulary length, width, and total area. So I have got to any way show room A is 6 by 8. Okay, room B, I have to go back and look, is 17 by 9. So I have to do that problem off to the side. 17 by 9, which is, you see right here, I did 17 by 9. 9 times 7 is 63. 3 carry the 6. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 6 is 15. So we have 153. So we do 17 times 9 equals 153. And then I add those together and I get 201 square feet. Okay. Now, I didn't use any of that vocabulary. So all I did was because it says you can use numbers, words, okay, pictures. I used just numbers for right now, okay, and a few words just for room. Now I need to go explain what I did. So I did that, and then I'm going to say, I took the length times the width for each room and found a total. Then I added those together to find the total area. Okay. I took the length times the width for each room and found a total. Then I added those together to find the total area. I used the words length, width, and total area, which is what they asked you to do. Okay? Hopefully you got a lot right.